Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. On this video, we're going to be doing some tomahawk ribeye steaks. So let's get going. All right, I'm actually sitting down today because I am broken. Something going on with some nerve issues in my back, my leg. But we're going to do this video nonetheless. So we're going to be doing this South African style. And I got this from Gordon Ramsay's Uncharted, which I saw he visited South Africa and he did a cook for like the Zulu nation, the Zulu culture, which I thought was really interesting. The flavors were really simplistic, and I just thought I want to give it a try. So the first thing we're gonna do is gonna make a rub, and this is called a braai or braai rub, or a braai spice, B-R-A-I, I think it's, or I or something like that. I'll have it down in the description. But again, very simple. We're gonna start out with some garlic. This is granulated garlic with a little parsley mixed into it. Got some smoked paprika, some black pepper, some cumin, some cayenne, and from what I understood, the Zulu nation or the Zulu culture, they don't really care for spicy food, and they also like their steaks cooked well done, which we're not doing here. And then I got some coriander, and that's basically it. I'm not going to add any salt to this because I am going to salt the steak, and we're just going to give this a mix. Nice and simple. Let's go ahead and get our steak ready. So here's our tomahawk steak, nice and thick, looks beautiful. First thing we're gonna do is hit it just some kosher salt, because again, I didn't add any salt in that rub. I'll get both sides. We'll go ahead and hit it with our seasoning mix that we made. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let this steak just hang out, rest, and we're gonna go ahead and do a Pelepele Relish. So let's get that started. All right, for this relish, we got some tomatoes, some red onion, got a big chunk of ginger. I got some red chilies, and these were dry chilies in a jar. It just said red chilies on them, that I just reconstituted them and chopped them up. Got a whole head of garlic that I just diced up. And the recipe does call for some curry leaves, but I couldn't find them, so I'm just gonna be using just curry powder. So we're gonna get these cut up. Basically just gonna have these. I'm going to sprinkle it some with our braai spice, or our seasoning, South African seasoning. Make sure these get coated. We're going to get these out on the Masterbuilt. I got the Masterbuilt up to 600 degrees. Go ahead and get this into a bowl. And yes, even the garlic, we're gonna char that. Let's get this out. So we got our vegetables all grilled up, nice and charred, and I never charred ginger before, so this is going to be kind of interesting, but it smells incredible when it's grilled up like that. But we're going to go ahead and let this cool, and when it's cooled down, we're going to chop it all up, and we're going to go over to the stove. We're going to saute our garlic and our chilies, red chilies, with the curry and some olive oil. And then we're going to add the chopped vegetables into that, and that's going to make our relish. We'll hit it with some salt and pepper to taste. Nice and simple. Our relish should be done. All right, guys, we got our relish done. Let's go ahead and grill that steak. Again, we got the Masterbuilt 600 degrees. We could kick it up to 7 if we want, but I'll try to control this by searing it. And we flipped over the grates on the Masterbuilt because you flip them over, you got the sear side. So we'll go ahead and get that seared. And then when we get a nice crust on that, we're gonna move it to the top shelf, and we're just gonna cook it really fast. We're looking for an internal temp. 130 is where I like it, because when I pull it, 135, it turns into medium rare. It's just, you know, sort of my technique, and it always works out for me. So let's go ahead and get that grilled. All right, so there's the video. As painful as it was, thankfully my wife helped me do most of this. But this is what we have, and the steak turned out, I mean, it looks great, it smells great, and we have our Pelepele sauce, or relish. And when I watched Gordon Ramsay do this, they actually put the relish on the steak as they cooked it. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to leave the steak natural, you know, with the rub, and then I'll put as much of the relish as I want on there. So this is what we have. So we're gonna go ahead and slice into this. Definitely got a nice crunch on this. And I would say that's nice and medium, right where I like it. This is great. So let's go ahead and try this. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and just take a piece, nice big piece. I'm gonna get some of that Pelepele sauce, just put it right on top. That was exactly what I expected. Nice and simple. I mean, very, very simplistic flavors there. And I mean, I shouldn't say simplistic flavors, but simplistic technique. The flavors that I'm getting is I'm getting that roasted vegetable flavor. I'm getting just a nice warmth heat. It's not hot, but it's just a warm heat. That roasted ginger, I'm gonna do that more often. That's incredible. The steak is cooked perfectly, and I mean, I'm not trying to brag, but that's to me is a perfect steak. And the rub on that is just very subtle. I mean, you get, you know, we salted that the way we wanted to salt it, so we get a little saltiness. We get that coriander and that cumin and the smokiness of that paprika, but then we got that char of the mesquite, which, incredible. You guys have got to give this a try. This is my take on a South African style, you know, twist. You know, this is not exact, it's not authentic. A little too much medication here, but this is incredible. Remember, guys, hit that thumbs up. I'll see you on the next run. Hopefully I get past this this little issue that I'm dealing with, and I can get up and running in full force. I'll see you guys on the next run. Thanks for watching.